I grew up on Temple Newsam estate in what was known as North Lodge, which is between Whitkirk Church and the house, Temple Newsam House. And I grew up there from about the age of 3 through to, I think, about 12, when my father got the job as the head gardener, and we moved down to what was known as the Gardens, down near the Rose Garden. Well, as you can imagine, being on an estate the size of Temple Newsam, there was plenty of grounds round the lodge where we lived. And there was a big garden, a large play area where my parents kept chickens and bantams. So I had dens and all sorts of things within the grounds. And I recall quite vividly, when I got a bit older, 10 or 11, we spent a lot of time trying to keep above ground by climbing over trees and rhododendron bushes and trying to keep our feet off the deck. I think we were very fortunate when I think of how other people, what to us appeared to be sort of fairly hemmed in, living in suburbia, with houses close to each other, and we had a sort of apart from the other side, the other lodge next to us, we had a thick end of half a mile to go to get to the nearest house. One of the things that was strong was in my time was a youth club, which was 2 miles away in one of the churches, and we nearly all went there, and everybody sort of joined in, and there was all sorts of activities. And Sundays in particular, a crowd of us would walk through the park itself and finish up at my parents' home for my mother was specialised in doing cheese straws. So it was cheese straws and coffee and tea for everybody. We had a radio which my father made, what we called a cat's whiskers system. And it was tough going to listen, because one of the activities through the winter nights was to listen to a series called Dick Barton. But we had to have good reception, and if we didn't, we were sort of literally glued to the speaker section of the radio with our ears to pick up the thrilling stories up.